Hey everyone, just a quick ask before we get into the newscast. If you really like Wake Up, I would love it if you gave us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and drop a quick comment there to let people know about this newscast. It would really help people discover us. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Asheville. I'm Matt Peikin. This is your local newscast to close out the week for Friday, February 13th. Emotions ran high at a packed Canton Town Hall Wednesday as the Board of Aldermen approved a 1-year moratorium on new data centers, server farms, and cryptocurrency mining. Officials said the pause is precautionary, sparked by out-of-town inquiries about redeveloping the decommissioned paper mill site, even though no formal proposal exists. Residents raised concerns about heavy water and energy demand and questioned whether a data center would replace the mill's lost jobs. Mayor Zeb Smathers said the year-long halt will give Canton time to study zoning options and craft limits. Read more about this at Blue Ridge Public Radio. Buncombe County Public Health has confirmed a new measles case in a county adult, bringing the total to 7 since the new year. Officials say they're conducting contact tracing and continuing to monitor for additional cases, but will release no identifying details to protect privacy. The health department also listed several potential exposure locations tied to an infectious visitor from outside the county, including an urgent care clinic, a family health center, the inn at Biltmore Estate, and 2 Goodwill stores. Anyone who may have been exposed is asked to call the North Carolina Public Health Outreach Team at 844-628-7223. Read more about this in the Citizen Times. Fire officials in Fairview say a string of small roadside fires along Charlotte Highway wasn't arson as first suspected, but debris from a falling catalytic converter on a passing vehicle. The Fairview Volunteer Fire Department responded after witnesses reported flames and a man walking nearby. Investigators later found converter fragments in and near burn spots and believe the same vehicle sparked another fire over Reynolds Mountain. Meanwhile, the U.S. Forest Service reports the Winding Stairs Alpha Fire in Nantahala National Forest is 90% contained at 230 acres. Read about both of these fires at 828 News Now. Western North Carolina's 11th Congressional District Republican primary is shaping up as a rare intra-party brawl. Challenger Adam Smith, a former Green Beret who founded the disaster response group Savage Freedom after Hurricane Helene, is running an aggressively confrontational campaign against 2-term Representative Chuck Edwards. Smith says voters are fed up with, quote, politics as usual, and argues Edwards' conservative ratings and key votes don't match with the district's values. He's repeatedly demanded debates and makes Helene recovery, especially the slow flow of federal dollars, a central attack line. You can read more about this in the Smoky Mountain News. And Emily Witherspoon, once a soccer mom, says she became homeless within months early in the pandemic and spent 2 years living outside in Asheville. Now she's one of the vendors and writers behind The Intersection, an 8-page street newspaper produced through 12 Baskets Cafe in West Asheville. Most contributors are unhoused or living in deep poverty, and the paper doubles as a resource guide and a way to challenge stereotypes. Vendors buy copies for $1 and sell them for $3, offering immediate income amid ongoing debates over Asheville's expanded panhandling rules. Read more about this in the Citizen Times. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeupavl.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at wakeupavl. And please share this podcast with your Asheville friends. I'm Matt Peikin. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Asheville.